And welcome to join me on the 6:15. I'm Kejan Henry at Timby. We begin with our headlines. Two gangs of swindlers in police net their scams flees victims of millions until the law caught with them. The two gangs of fraudsters are presently behind bars in Yaoundé after the police crackdown on their scheme. And as the 2025-2026 school year opens, over 3,000 freshly recruited teachers are stepping into classrooms across Cameroon armed with new skills from intensive training under the education reform program, PAREC. And over 200 months to Cameroon's presidential election, more than 260,000 voters cards are still on claim, and these have sparked fears of voters' apathy and logistical hitches. Top stories.
Canal International. Canal International.
And welcome back. Check us on our respective platforms for consultation. On Canal International, we begin from Yaoundé, where two gangs of swindlers are presently napping in the interim as their scams flee victims of millions until they were nabbed by security operatives, and their frauds has actually rendered too many victims in disarray. The crackdown took place in Yaoundé, as we hear from you, Heisencher.
On this interrogation table is a delicately wrapped box, and inside a supposed huge sum of 850 million CFA francs, a method used by the two gangs to trap their victims, promising them an equitable share provided they brought chemical products to purify the money.
They convince you to give money to buy that product that can help you to sanitize the money, because according to them, the money is not pure and they have to sanitize it so that you can share the amount with them.
The scenarios well planned. The first group pretended to have a vehicle purchase project. The second, a supposed installation of a delay antenna for the mobile phone company Airtel. Credible details designed.
Mrs. Ngameni Elise, and she lost more than 15,300,000 francs. The Cameroonian must be advised that it is not so easy to have money. Those criminals, those swindlers, they are calling their criminal activities business. Every type of business that is proposed to you, and you have to gain enough money without making any effort, just know that it is not a clear business. So we must avoid all the proposals for easy money.
But this time the victims' complaints paid off. The two groups apprehended by law enforcement and presented on September 2nd at the Yaoundé Central Police Station No. 1. Investigations are ongoing to identify possible accomplices and dismantle other networks. Meantime, caution remains the watchword.
Thanks very much, Heisencher. And we move to this, of course, protracted story. The trial on the Martinez Zogo case will continue on September 22 and 23 at the Yaoundé Military Court. The decision was reached yesterday after the court had 4 key testimonies, and amongst them the proceedings they had one young man who actually discovered the journalist body. Beatrice Nkamo with the details.
The film around the Martinez Zogo murder case unfolding gradually at the Yaoundé Military Tribunal. The details and circumstances surrounding the discovery by the young man who first saw the lifeless body, clarifying the conditions under which the body was found. The narrative by the traditional chief of Ebogo village, what he saw and learned, questioned by both the prosecution, that is the Ministry of Defense, and the civil party, the characteristics many are putting together. The question everyone is waiting for answer here is to know those who decided to assassinate a young Cameroonian, Martinez Zogo, and why.
Qui sont ceux qui ont décidé d'assassiner un jeune Camerounais, M. Martinez Zogo, et pourquoi? C'est la raison pour laquelle nous sommes ici.
The then commander of the gendarmerie company Mfo, Lieutenant Colonel César Daniel Dina, gave his own side of the story.
Après tout cela,
after all this, we managed to say that there are sufficient charges and evidence to allow the accused to defend themselves. They will also have their witnesses, and you know their names. 44 witnesses in all. The fourth, who appeared yesterday, Tuesday, September 2nd, was a forensic pathologist on the autopsy. He gave clarification on the scene where the body was found, but the fact that he did all the explanation without a copy of the said autopsy, questionable.
Puisque lorsqu'un médecin légiste vient pour défendre son rapport, la moindre des choses, c'est que ce rapport soit là, qu'il soit présenté, que le médecin lui-même confirme que c'est ce rapport qui a été déposé dans le dossier.
On n'a pas lu le rapport. L'expert n'a même pas reconnu le rapport. Et nous, bien entendu.
Hearing on the Martinez Zogo case has begun, running for over 2.5 years. Patience is needed for clear and fair understanding and judgment.
Nous voulons que les choses aillent vite, mais il faut qu'elles aillent bien en accord avec l'ensemble des parties.
Appointment has been taken for next September 22nd and 23rd, 2025 at the Military Tribunal in Yaoundé. 3 months to 3 years since the death of the radio host Martinez Zogo, the body still pending burial, waiting for justice, complete investigation.
Very much, Beatrice Ngamu, for keeping us with this information. And with schools reopening and elections looming, Defense Minister Joseph Betty Asomo has sounded a stern warning against public disorder and, of course, instructing security forces to keep peace before, during, and after the October 12 presidential polls. Details with Hyacinth here.
With school bells ringing at the corner, the security situation in some parts of the country remains a major concern. The serene atmosphere threatened by the presidential election fever, currently animated by pre-campaign activities, bringing together the security stakeholders in this yearly traditional meeting on Wednesday, September 3rd in Yaoundé. The minister delegate at the presidency in charge of defense, Joseph Betty Asomo, lays emphasis on the context.
Our deliberations, marked by special significance, is being held in the run-up of the start of the 2025-2026 school and academic year, set for 8th September and 1st October 2025, respectively. The presidential election of 12 October 2025 and the regional councillors' elections slated for 30th November 2025.
Flanked by the Minister of Territorial Administration, Paul Atanganji, the Secretary of State in charge of the National Gendarmerie, Galak Setoga, the Delegate General for National Security, Martin Bargangile, and others, Joseph Betty Asomo reiterates that peace must reign before, during, and after the election, sending warning signals to individuals who may want to cause public disorder. Emphasis of the reviewed security meeting also focused on the troubled zones, like the Northwest and the Southwest with the prevailing Anglophone crisis, the Far North region with recent cases of kidnapping for ransom. It was an occasion to remind the newly promoted generals to get to work, especially at this delicate moment.
Very much has in chair, and over 260,000 voter cards are yet to be collected in the Vuri division, barely a month to Cameroon's crucial presidential election. And it is said that this actually has raised fears of voter apathy and logistical hitches. Ambo Gladys was at the Elekam Littoral Regional.
Many voters are still not in possession of their voters' cards just a couple of weeks to the presidential election in Cameroon. In the Vuri division alone, over 260,000 voters' cards are still awaiting collection at Elekam branches. The figure was revealed by Elekam board member Dorothy Limunganjoma during a coordination meeting held with local election officials in Douala.
There's still a very large number of cards to be distributed, more than 260,000 in Vuri alone. We would ask that you as men and women of the media to encourage registered voters to collect their cards, and also to verify online their actual polling stations.
The meeting in Douala served multiple purposes, such as verifying voters' registration list, confirming the location and existence of polling stations, and identifying those requiring updates or adjustments. It was disclosed that Elekam was not only preparing for the presidential vote, but also laying the groundwork.
Which need to be updated. Yes, that is also an important aspect of the work.
These are the election materials that have already started arriving in the Littoral region. Joma and her team were on site to inspect the material and oversee their proper distribution to Elekam branches across the region.
Very much, Ambo Gladys, and on to this advert. 150 students wrapped up their holiday with ICT skills and innovative digital projects after completing a free summer holiday training program organized by non-profit organization Striving for All. Tito. What began as an ordinary summer training turned into a life-changing experience for 150 students from more than 10 secondary schools, high schools and universities across Douala. Instead of idling away the break, these young learners invested their time in mastering ICT and digital technology thanks to a free training program organized by a non-profit organization Striving for All.
150 students who came here by curiosity. Some were there in the previous session, and those continue because they trusted what we are doing.
The fourth edition of the program culminated on Saturday, August 16, with a colorful ceremony at Government Bilingual High School, New Bell, where the students proudly received their end-of-course attestations.
These courses helped me unlock new ways to speak, to think, to connect. And each lesson in Microsoft Office, learn how to create documents which tell stories in words, building smart calculations in Excel, and designing presentations in PowerPoint that could capture attention.
During these 2 months, I studied 4 subjects, which are Microsoft Office, Environment, Career, and English. Microsoft Office has helped me to develop my skills as I can now use Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Excel efficiently.
Like save IDs for the new students, and assist my supervisor in classify some students, attribute IDs to students for the examination.
From mid-June to August, the learners combined professional ICT lessons with project-based practice, gaining practical knowledge that complements the academic studies. At the close of the training, they presented innovative projects designed to tackle pressing problems in their respective communities, from health to education and environmental management. Parents who attended the ceremony expressed joy at the transformation they had witnessed.
This is just the first year that I was my child has been occupied during all these days. The increase is knowledge, and he put on voice to prepare his future.
For Striving for All, this project is part of a larger mission. Over the years, the non-profit organization has created opportunities for young people across Cameroon through education and vocational empowerment. During the event, a recorded video message from CEO Genevieve Gambia was projected on screen, urging the students to use their new skills as tools of transformation.
We are very, very satisfied by what Striving for All is given to us and to our students. Very satisfied.
As the students file out of the hall, certificates had not just been gainful, they had been transformational. Elsewhere, it is a humanitarian gesture, this time from a real estate giant, Well Done Real Estate, where they actually provided for children in an orphanage known as Destiny Home Dweller. Photos. On August 23, 2025, Well Done Real Estate visited the Destiny Home Orphanage in Douala, bringing along numerous gifts, from foodstuffs, school kits and medicines to other essential items. This initiative is set to bring joy to the orphanage, which is home to nearly 20 children.
Thank you a million times. Thank you. We are grateful for what you have done. The fact that you even thought about us and then you just didn't just think about us, you brought so many gifts. We want to say thank you and God bless you. I mean, you did not leave anything undone. You thought about everything and you brought it, and we are really grateful. Thank you. It shows that you have that motherly heart, you know, to take care of children. We really want to say we appreciate that. And also we want to say thank you to your partners that brought the paint. As you can see, we really need.
This humanitarian gesture is the work of Well Done Real Estate, a civil real estate company based in Douala, offering a wide range of services.
We specialize in land sales, asset management and construction, that is, public works and buildings. We provide reliable, affordable and tailored real estate solutions that meet the real needs of Cameroonians. Our vision is to contribute to a Cameroon where every family can access a plot of land as well as decent and secure housing. Our mission is to support our clients in their projects while ensuring professionalism, transparency and integrity.
La transparence et la confiance.
With a young and dynamic staff, Well Done is steadily making its mark and contributing to real estate development in Cameroon.
We achieve this by putting serviced and accessible plots of land on the market, assisting families and landowners, and ultimately offering solutions that guarantee property security.
Founded in 2023, Well Done Real Estate has built its reputation on client satisfaction.
Nos valeurs reposent sur 3 mots.
Our core values rest on 3 principles: transparency, professionalism, and rigor. The culture of our company is built on team spirit, innovation, and service. For 2025, the company has set clear objectives. Our strategic objective is to strengthen our presence in Douala and Yaoundé, expand to other strategic cities across the country, and develop more affordable and accessible buildings and housing for all Cameroonians. You can find Well Done Real Estate at Aquano near Santa Lucia. And that draws the curtain for this edition of the 6:15 with me, Kejon Henry Atimbe. We thank you for being there with us. Programs continue this time with a debrief. The actuality Lee Pijo is tossed around for you. Good day.